Hi, this is a recording for FB70, enter customer invoice. So here we are going to discuss three process. The manual process of FB70. Second is the template creation in Winshuttle for FB70. And lastly, to run the template that we created in Winshuttle. So let's start. So first, the manual process. You input the code FB70, provide company code, and then you add the mandatory data like customer, invoice date, and amount. But you could also add other information based on your use cases. So here we put a text just for example. And then we add the line item data, the GL account first. And then the amount. So the amount in the line item should equate to the amount of the header. So now we could go to document and simulate to see if our entry is correct, or we could just directly save the job that we have done. Post, and then that's it. You have there the document number. So for Winshuttle template creation, we go to file, new, and then we go to transaction and click create from SAP recording, and then automatically the information for our subsystem is provided if it has already been used. Otherwise, you have to add them. So in this example, we just click on log on to SAP in order to proceed to the mapping the fields for the template creation. Okay, here, so since we are already logged on to our SAP system, so the next step is to provide the transaction code and perform the same manual process. So we start the recording. So here we put the company code. So basically the most important thing here is that if you need that SAP field, then you have to put an information or a data in order to get captured. So the amount, text, and we press enter to record the header level, the line item information, the credit information, and here the amount. And then in order to create a loop, we have to add a row, and we click save. Then the document is created and the mapping is completed. So Winshuttle is compiling all those steps that we performed, and then on the next step is we could perform the column mapping in order to complete the template creation. So in a few seconds we are going to be directed to the next screen. Okay, here, so if you notice, we have captured the fields that are necessary. So here we go to expert view because we need to create a loop on the line item level, because maybe one time or in other cases that we have to provide more line items, not just one-to-one line items. So we create a loop from row 16 down to 21. Okay, so here we put an identifier, HND for header and details. So it's mapped in column A. So the next step is we go to basic view to do the column mapping. So we could do a drag and drop. So we could drag the cell to the rows of the fields, or we could just go here. This is the auto map to automatically create the mapping or the template. But in this example, we use drag and drop. Okay. Okay, now we go to the run tab. Here we could do some alignment because the cell or the template below is just like an Excel. So we copy the data to have more examples. So we save our template. So here we are saving both the Excel template and then the script as well. So save both. And then we could validate to check if we created the correct entries. So here we added more line item because again it could happen that we have one or more line items. So we save it again and then run the validate to see if there are errors. So you notice on column K we have the validate log, so it shows that everything is okay. So we could proceed to the run in order to post the document or the invoice. The document that is created if it is in SAP. So we go to FB03, display document, and then so this is the evidence that it has been created. So this ends the process for FB70.